Here we go. It's 2025 and we are talking about the right shoes for obstacle course racing, whether that be a Spartan race, a Savage race, a Tough Mudder, or any of the 100+ other races in the US and around the world.
Yep. So here we have some different shoes. I've got the Innovate Rocklites with G-grip, so it's Gore-Tex technology, which is just more sturdy and reliable, and it's not going to break down as quickly. It's the G13 GX V2. So these are pretty cool. As you can see, they've got some really awesome grip here. These are pretty new. They don't have a ton of miles. That's why it doesn't look too torn up. But again, like I said, they're supposed to be more durable. So I would imagine they'll last longer anyway. But the grip is really, really good. From what I have used them, it hasn't really been an issue with slipping or anything like that. And they're pretty light overall. They've got a good amount of cushion in the bottom. And then they are pretty good at draining as well. This is kind of like a mesh here, so the water is going to drain out. It's a mesh all around. So the water drains out pretty quickly, so they're not too heavy. One thing with this much grip, if it's like a really muddy course, then the mud's going to really clump onto the bottom of your shoes. But I mean, there's only so much you can do about that. Eventually, as you run, it starts coming off, right? Or you can just shake them off or stomp them off. Either way though, it's worth it to have better grip than not. And I've liked these shoes a lot so far. I haven't had this model before, but yeah, they've been working for me.
So I race and train in the Saucony Peregrine 12s currently. I've had this pair for about a year. I think I don't know, 250 or 300 miles on it. I really, really like this shoe. When I first started in obstacle course racing in 2017, trying to do it competitively, I had an old brand of Saucony trail shoes back then, and they were okay. Back then, I don't think Saucony had very good shoes. They have drastically upgraded, in my opinion, since that time, to where they now have some of the better shoes for a lot of races, road and trail now.
Very true.
These are very light shoes. The uppers are very, very light. The bottom is strong enough that like when you step on a sharp rock or something, you don't feel it jabbing into you, but it's also flexible enough and everything that you get a decent feel for the ground. The grip is very, very good on these. I used to race in the Salming OT comps back when they were in the US, and they had great grip. I love those. These I think grip just as well as those did, so I'm perfectly happy with the grip on these. They drain water very, very easily. It's a very thin mesh up here, and they have been shockingly durable. I thought when I got these, because of how thin the mesh is up top, that they would tear easily. There's no tears so far. I've run multiple races and a lot of time on the trails in them. Like I said, a few hundred miles so far. No tears, no issues at all. They're very comfortable. They fit perfectly for me, so I would highly recommend this shoe. For me, it works really well. It may not work really well for you. Your foot might not fit well in it. It may not be exactly what you're looking for, but these are both really good shoes.
Yep, Innovate's a good brand overall. This is my second pair of Innovates. I had I can't remember what it was called, but a model they have kind of changed, upgraded. It's not really
something claw.
That sounds right. Mud claw. That's what it was. But it was like an early version. I bought that one twice because I liked it so much. It was super light with a 0 drop. But anyway, yeah, Innovate's a great brand. Definitely high up there as far as reliability for trails and mountain climbing races and all that stuff. So yeah, I think we definitely recommend both of these. Check them out and see if they work for you.
One other brand to consider is Salomon. They've been highly rated for a long time for trail shoes, so just keep that in mind. I've raced in them in the past. Luke has raced in them in the past.
Speed Cross 5.
Yep, I think I had the Speed Cross 3s at the time.
Yeah, they were good shoes.
They were good, a little heavier than I wanted, higher stack height, and I think the drop was like 12 millimeters. It was pretty high.
Yeah.
So these are like 4 millimeters. I like these much better. It's a much better drop for me. And the stack height's much lower on these, and I like that too. But still good shoes. They have multiple trail shoes. So another one to look into for you. Definitely try a few different ones if you're just getting into the sport or just getting into trail running. Find the one that's best for you. and definitely try several, because just because this works for me or just because the Innovates work for Luke doesn't mean they're going to work best for you. So try out a few, go to a store, try them on, see how they feel, test them out, and find a good shoe that's comfortable and does the job.
Awesome. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.
See ya.